This new one I have is Sleepless Encounter. It's almost interesting because with this one, I didn't know like what to expect initially, because I had written it, on guitar. I envisioned it as more of like an acoustic song, kind of like ominous in a sense, one with energy. But then I tried playing it once and singing it on piano, and immediately felt that it had more of like a jazz feel and a lot more energy, and I could make it sound even more ominous than originally intended, which was, the point of the song, the mood of it, I guess, if you will. But overall, I like how it came out in comparison to what I had originally envisioned. Lyric-wise, it's a bit eerie. Like, when I was at school this semester at a grad school at NIU, I kind of been involved in a bit of a sticky situation with a few of the faculty members for whom I was working. They were not at all interested in my research, and they really didn't, handle it nicely, almost, if you will. They put me in a very uncomfortable situation and had me rethink my plans of staying here, my intention to, receive my degree at this institution. And, I'd been through a lot and everything. They weren't exactly the nicest people, and they, made me and a bunch of other, guys in the department feel uncomfortable most of the time. So I didn't like it after a while. It was like the first year of grad school was okay. I did fine, of course, in my courses and everything, and generally liked what I was learning. And I liked a few of the people. There were a few really nice people, but then I just happened to unfortunately be paired with the wrong ones when it came to my main area of research. The ones that were like really, that felt that that they had to handle everything negatively, and they almost felt that that was the best way for me to learn, and they weren't nice. They put me through just a lot of unfortunate situations throughout the semester, and then that ultimately led to my decision to transfer. I'm going to be starting up at Milwaukee in just about a week, and I met with their faculty, and they seem a lot nicer, and the whole area just itself seems to be a lot more friendly. The people there are a lot more outgoing and welcoming. So, but when I wrote this, many assumed that it was just like a personal song, that I was just writing for myself. And upon looking at it now, that really isn't the case. Because, if you read over the lyrics and even, listen to it, most will understand that it's just about being in, a tense situation in general. Anyone can relate. It's not as esoteric, I guess, if you will, as some might think. For instance, the energy behind the song, the ominous sound can be, I guess, it could trace to any person who's involved in a tense situation and who's dealing with people that they don't necessarily like and who aren't necessarily all that nice. So, I mean, I haven't played it live yet, and honestly, I can't wait to. I think it's really going to be a hit at any show I play it. I'll be able to win over an audience. I'll be able to really get them tuned in, I think, with it. And there's a lot to it. I can't wait to see where the song heads in the future, and I'll probably be adding more to it if I decide to redo any of the recording, fix any of the mistakes. There's a lot that you can really do with a song like this, and a lot of improv and whatnot. The music itself, I think, is perfect. It's very eerie and everything. The chords are kind of, well, like a lot of other songs I have, I try and be as unpredictable as possible. But this is one of those songs that just, for instance, it has those long pauses, and so you almost never know where it's going to be going next, what section it's going to be leading into, the order, the composition. So it's always a fun one, a real nice experiment to write songs like these, even if the situation isn't all that pleasant, but then again, I've written plenty of songs that might not be about the most pleasant situations at the time, but, looking back on it, it's like, wow, God, look what I was able to create as a result, and, look at the amount of attention I'm getting. So it's really nice. I decided at the last minute on the coda, to add in the organ. kind of, it's almost one way that you could just add in your own feel, and that part was originally going to be on piano, but, you know, I figured at the end it was too predictable. I had to introduce something new, something that sounds equally, if not more, ominous than just a regular piano, despite the key it's in, and despite the energy behind it. So, that's about it.